All right. Cool. We got there. Okay. So we're recording. My voice is this loud. Your voice is how loud?
My voice is what loud now?
Okay. Your voice is going up 3 decibels. There we
Stop confusing me with your perfectly sound logic.
go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to WTBGold. This is Reckles. That's not my standard intro, but it's close enough. Today, we are here with Dreyfus Zano, my newest Patreon, and we're doing a one-on-one gold training with him. How are you, sir?
Greetings, everyone. I am doing excellent. I look forward to making loads of the golds so I can become loads of the rich.
Yes. Now, so we talked a little bit beforehand, and we've had a couple emails back and forth. And here's my thinking on this. You are in a large part trying to get gold for the show that you do, so you can give out fun prizes, and you're not limited. So first off, let's give you a solid plug. What is your show? Tell us all about that.
So, for anybody actually watching here, let me do a thing. So, I currently perform on the realm of Wormrest Accord, and I've got a bunch of macros that I'm going to post up here. So I have a group called the Zenoic Brotherhood who does family-friendly improv comedy on Wormrest every Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. at the SI7 building where you can see me here now. And what we usually do is perform for about 60 to 90 minutes, and at the end of the show, I usually give away 4 16-slot netherweave bags to audience, and then I'll do something called the Super Secret Prize, where I'll give away 1,000 gold to a random person in the audience. And also with that too, I do have another realm that I'm on of Durotan, which is sort of my home realm. And I've been playing since beta, or at least a patch off of beta, so I know like a lot of vanilla content. I actually have 2 accounts that I use too. And I normally I can run like any level 60 instance with any of my warriors and like farm up a bunch of stuff. And I would usually take a lot of my alternate characters from my other account, like through that, and like vendor a lot of stuff, maybe shard it, maybe sell my auction house. So I have nothing against farming any of those lower level instances, but just I'm probably not going to be a big fan of farming something that has like a low drop chance, like a certain electric blade that will go unnamed trade chat.
Okay.
That's at least where my skills lie for right now.
And that's a good segue, because that's kind of I'm glad you said that's kind of where I'm coming from, where you do an RP show, you play on an RP realm, you've been playing since vanilla, you are comfortable, you know what to do, you know to run Zul'Farrak and Uldaman and the Den Wamper Cave and AQ20. You know those things, and I'm getting a little feedback, so I need to close your stream. Whoops.
You can always mute the audio in the stream itself. That because I like having the stream running in the background, but just so I can actually see the Twitch chat actually chatting, and I have no problems interacting with your fans if they want to actually come to my stream.
Yeah. And so with all that, like you know to run the Den Wamper and AQ20 and all that stuff. So since you're comfortable with that, that's not what I'm going to be focusing on. You know what to do there. You know what you're looking for. You know what sells well and what doesn't. You're comfortable with transmog. Let me get a little display capture up for so here is your here are your bank tunes. Here's the big thing that I want to work on with you. Looking at your bank tunes and your main characters, if you go to theunderminejournal.com and type in the name of your characters, you see that you're just not posting anything. Like you have a couple spurts where, like, on September 2nd and September 3rd, you had 300 things up. That's great. But judging from how quickly they sold, it looks like it was probably some cloth or something, and you put up 500 ore and it sold. How are you searching
for my bank tune?
I typed it into the Undermine Journal.
Hold on. I was looking at Durotan. Rustic Cord.
Green the Monk is who I'm looking at.
Let's see. I see.
And guys, we're all learning together. No sniping him.
So, full disclosure here. I would normally I tried a little experiment with using Shayra's paste bin and stuff.
Okay.
But I think just my main concern for right now is just making sure that, am I always posting up accurate information? And then if I'm not, changing it around and everything, which leads to one of my other things here. I was watching your inscription video, and I can actually can hop into my TSM here. So I was trying to go to that whole materials thing when you're talking about the inks, and I was trying that little number thing and everything. I was trying to put in I'm forgetting all the math and stuff. When I put in the ink, and it was supposed to put the matte price at like 14 gold or something, it actually zeroed it out to 0 instead.
Okay. My thinking there is that you don't have to use matte price. You can use another TSM source. But you might not have all the TSM add-on, all the add-ons. Like matte price may be looking for something that just isn't available. Okay. So that's my first thought.
So I'm gonna hop over to my bank tune.
So what I want to be focusing on with you then is just getting you comfortable with posting lots of stuff. I want you to have, like, on your bank tunes, I never want you to have less than 100 things up on the auction house.
That I have no problem with, because using your last stream, so I've had bank tunes since forever, and I did the whole thing with setting up that macro of scrolling up and down.
Okay, cool.
So, and just full disclosure here, if I go, let me just run over to the auction house here. I used to have this tune up in Darnassus, and I figured it was a bit of a run going from the auction house all the way to the bank, so I had to move them into Stormwind.
Bless you. Oh, a fun trick you can do if, like, that's frustrating. You can give your bank tune engineering, and then get a mage port to to Panda Portal Palace.
Alliteration. Okay,
yes.
So what I would do is I would do the quick post from Bags one, the one that says that it's doing just some generic settings. So I guess you could say that would be like the lazy man's way of actually making gold. And currently right now I have a bunch of the t-shirts up from the Argent tournament, Greater Celestial Essences, enchant and an enchant weapon. When 7.3 had come out, I did actually go to I went to Argus, went to one of those farming spots from one of your previous videos, and let's see, I farmed up like an entire stack of Imperium, and I was able to sell it for like 25,000 gold.
Yeah.
I tried doing it again, but this time it didn't sell. So I just let it try to ride for about 2 to 3 iterations, and then I just send it to my shaman for jewel crafting purposes for breaking them down into the gems.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so
they did sell a bit.
So the first thing, as far as just like actionables that I want to get is I want you to always have 1,000 Imperium up on the auction house in stacks of 40. Like never have less than 1,000 Imperium. But because you have your show that you put on, and because I assume you also have job and a family, like I don't want you to be farming your eyes out all day every day. I want you to like efficiently sell this stuff. So the first thing is, as far as like actionable techniques for gold making, I want you to take advantage of the quest. So I already turned it in today on my, okay. So in Argus, there's a quest every day that says, bring me 40 Imperium, bring me 40 Astral Glory, bring me 40 Lightweave Cloth, that stuff, right?
I see.
So on those days, prices double to triple. They will occasionally go up to 10 times what they originally sold for, but like we're not worrying about that. So what I want you to do is we're going to start off with 1,000 Imperium, and I want you to work up to where you have, since your warrior is a miner and your mage is a tailor, your mage is an herbalist, right?
Herbalist, alchemist, but I do have a tailor on both realms.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I want you to, on whichever realm you want to focus on first, we're just going to take it slow. By the end of this week, I want you to have 1,000 of all the base Argus mats up. And can you open up TSM real quick?
TSM. Okay.
So let's make a new let's make a new group with just the Argus stuff in it. A new top level group.
All right. Argus mats.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a weird version of tech support that you're looking at my screen and just I don't even see your screen.
what is this? My mind is blown. This isn't how it's supposed to work.
Hashtag mind fully intact. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So go to the auction house and I guess like buy one of each. I can share with you my group, I guess. Export here. I'll just copy this into, here's my screen. I'll copy this into Skype.
Okay.
You can import that.
All right. Into the import string thingy.
Yeah.
All right. Groups. Argus mats. Import the string theory. Okay. Astral Glory, Imperium, Fiendish Leather, Lightweave Cloth.
Okay. Easy peasy. And now go to operations and we'll set up a group for this. Auctioning operation.
Create. All right. Operation name. And so this, I would imagine, would be sell in groups of 40.
Let's go quest mats. Daily.
Okay. Incidentally, anytime that I have actually been to Argus, I've only seen the Lightweave thing come up, but okay. Would you like to add this new operation? Yes. Okay.
Okay. So under post, we're gonna change it to you can do 48 hours. Like I don't want you to spend all day on the auction house, but stack size of 40 and
stack size 2 of 20. Okay.
And let's not ever have more than 2,000 up. So post cap of 50.
Post cap of 50.
Right? Is that my math is right there? That's pretty basic math, but I think yeah.
How many auctions at the lowest price tier can be up at any one time?
Yeah.
Okay, 50.
And then since we're doing stacks, go ahead and allow partial stacks. That's fine.
Okay.
So what that does, if you didn't know, if you have like 17 Imperium ore, it won't keep it in your Bank Tunes bag. Like you want to just get your Bank Tunes bag as empty as possible. And all right, so scrolling down to minimum price, the least. I just want this to be super easy and simple. So, but what we're doing is. Let me. You'll have to. You can't see, but
If you tell me that I have to bear with you, I'm not a druid. I'm a monk.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So for Imperium ore, if you search for that on Wormrest Accord, you'll see. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Yeah, go to theunderminejournal.com and just so both of our streams can see this, and type in Imperium.
My apologies if I totally butchered the word.
EMPYRIUM. Imperium.
Hold on. I don't know how to follow instructions. This stream is really tanking. Or maximize. Get over here. Okay, let's try this again. I am doing this. Okay. Imperium's up.
All right. So if you scroll down, you can see that. Go down to daily details. Scroll down some more. Past daily summary. There we go. Okay. So that's candlestick graph of all the ore postings over the past day. So you can see that generally, like on August 30th to September 3rd, prices were at like 25 to 40 gold. But then on September 4th, there was a world quest to bring 40 Imperium. So prices went up to 200 gold each. And then they went back down. And they've been pretty solidly at like 60 to 70 gold since then. And we haven't had another Imperium world quest. So we're probably going to have one soon. Maybe after, right now it's, I think, Astral Glory. After that, I bet we're going to have Imperium. So you'll be able to sell, if you go out and farm 1,000 Imperium, it's not going to sell right away. But you're not going to have to spend every day going out and farming Astral Glory and all that. You'll just be able to sell it for 100 gold each. So for this, all that said, for the Trade Skill Master operation, let's get TSM opened back up.
Yes, sir. Okay. Argus Mats. So am I going back into the daily quest mats group?
Yes.
And
post.
Post.
Daily quest mats operation. Yes. And so for normal price, let's just sell it at 150% of DB market.
Okay, that's 150% DB market.
Space between the two.
Okay. 150%.
Okay. And at minimum price, 100%.
Okay. 100% DIB market.
And maximum price, let's go 1,000. 1,000%.
Ooh, big spender now.
They occasionally there just won't be any up, And if you're posting it at 500 gold per ore, people are dumb and have a lot of gold and will buy it from you.
Hey, come on, give Warcraft players at least some credit.
Nope. They will spend 25K to finish that quest. I seen it.
I don't doubt it.
So when below minimum, post at normal price.
Post at normal.
When above maximum, post at max, I suppose.
Post max, okay.
And there you go. You apply that to your Argus group.
Oh, why did I close it out? Now I'm feeling so bad. Groups.
Oh, I like that little click. Like I've just got random add-ons all strewn around my minimap. I like. What's that one called?
This one down here.
No, the thing over by your minimap where you hover over it.
The minimap button bag.
I like that.
So a long time ago, all the buttons would be like around the watch of the thing itself. The minimap button bag puts it in this one convenient thing, so you can just have everything clean and nice.
You're sponsored by them, aren't you? You just made $50 by mentioning that.
Not necessarily. I play an improv game called Brought to You By, which is sort of like an infomercial, and we just sell like a make-believe item, and we sort of do a thing where, but wait, there's more, and it's just an advertisement for the stackable stag.
Okay.
It's like it's sort of like a parody of a head-on applied directly to the forehead.
Got it.
So stackable stag, stackable stag, stackable stag. You're not going to get that out of your mind today. Okay. Sorry, back on task. So am I still looking at the Argus mats or am I going somewhere else now?
Yeah, we're just Argus mats, daily quest mats. You've got that up. Let's do mail. Let's make a mailing operation for this too. So just scroll down.
So mailing, okay. And create new operation.
Actually, cancel that. We won't do that. We'll just send it manually. That'll be fine. Okay. No need for this. Since you're playing on multiple realms, it can be confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna actually need to review this at a later time, so I can do this for my other realm too. All right. So operations groups. Okay.
Okay. So let's start with Imperium. Where are you farming Imperium ore at?
It was. Let's see. Let me pull up a map quickly. So plugging you, go to Argus. It was the spot of the Antoran Wastes, and it was in. I think it was this little place right over here. I like to call this Gatorade because like when I look at the Undercity and like that stream of stuff.
Oh yeah,
I like
it's the same.
It's the and sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, following your advice, I would like start over here. Like, I have the legendary item on my warrior where I can epic leap 3 times. So I like play a little bit of Frogger, go down here, come up here, come down here, and if I spent about 2 hours in that spot, I could get a stack of Imperium. And incidentally, I'd use a Realm Hopper too to jump between places so I don't have that much competition.
Wait, what do you mean by a stack?
A stack like
just 200?
Of 200, yes.
Really? Something's wrong then. You should be getting 1,000 an hour.
In that case here.
Oh, wait. It might be living. Do you have rank 3 living fell slate?
I should. Let me actually jump to my
okay.
To my actual warrior so I can actually check that.
Oh, and before you join that server. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. My screen. There we go. I don't want to dox you. Before you actually hop onto the server, I want you to put your bank tune on top of your character lists, because I think that's the biggest thing. Just selling the stuff every day, and before you're finished, just doing a cancel scan. Like before you log off for the day, do a cancel scan.
Okay.
And just getting into that mindset and just having them at the top of the character list helps with that.
Okay, well, I'm usually pretty particular about where my tunes are on the character list, but if I need to actually do a cancel scan, I actually have a bit of a notepad actually up here. I know a little bit about actually doing the cancel scan. I mean, I've seen a few videos of it, and is that essentially just resetting off my auctions, or what is that specifically?
What you're using quick posting right now, which shouldn't do. You just down in the bottom left of your screen, you've got start post scan.
Yeah.
That's what you should be using.
Yeah, that I'm familiar with, because that pulls from all the groups and then it does all this stuff. Yeah, I know how to actually use that.
And then once you've got everything up, if you've ever been a cancel scan goes back through everything you've already posted up and says like, oh, you got undercut here, cool. Or it'll say people bought out, like if you posted Imperium ore at 120 gold and at 100 gold, it'll say like, hey, everything between 120 and 100 got bought out, so we're going to cancel the 100 so you can repost back the 100 stuff at 120.
Okay. So at the very least here, I've using the notes that you posted from your first stream when you did this, I'm going to sort of do the same thing. So do a cancel scan every day. I can't necessarily promise that I'm going to have my bank tune above my main character, but I will at least promise to do at least a cancel scan then.
I know you're particular. Just try it for a week. If you don't make like 10 million gold in a week, I'll eat a shoe.
Oh.
Delicious.
I know I have a Hey Waiter game of having a shoe in the soup, but that's just ridiculous. Okay, so I am now going to jump over to my.
I'm a demon hunter. I'm all about eating souls. Ah.
I'm going to remember that one. All right. And here is my main warrior. And
all right.
I have two lists of characters that actually have the Draenor garrison up. I actually saved up about 50,000 gold, so what I did was went through all of their garrisons, got them to level 3, and then got them the 310 flying. And I've been farming the garrison supply stuff for Sumptuous Fur. So So I'm usually trying to get a Hexweave bag up, but I'm trying to do something too with actually like trying to sell the Hexweave bag on Wormrest. My Duratan characters are a little bit more geared than my Wormrest characters, because I'm still like trying to get them from 100 to 110.
Okay.
So, come on, load up. I'm so impatient. So yeah, I mean, I have access to all the WAD stuff from the garrison if ever I need to sell any of that stuff. Okay, where's my journal? Okay, there it is. So make sure I still have it. Okay, turn off Alcoholic. Okay, professions. Okay, ever since 7.3 came out, my professions, a lot of my windows are doing a really weird thing of, like, they're not loading up. Somebody in the chat could probably fill me in here. Okay, and I didn't know this either, that this little default thing up here can actually switch between TSM and the default stuff. So, okay.
Yeah, I have to switch every time I'm looking for like unlearned professions, because I don't know how to find that in TSM. I don't think you can. I've been working on getting all the unlearned inscription stuff, and we're almost there. I've got like 2 glyphs left. Ugh.
Which I believe you can actually do with that learning thing, or like the research thing. Let's see. Oh wait, I'm in blacksmithing. I need to be mining. Okay, Legion mining, Imperium deposit. I'm at 2. Living fell slate. I'm at 3. Is there a living Imperium one, or were you looking for living fell slate?
Living fell slate. Yeah. So each time you mine a basilisk, it should give you between 5 and 7. I
It
think.
does. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So maybe you're just going when there's a lot of competition. Competition at these spots has gotten pretty crazy. So I'll try to find some other spots if you're only getting 200. Like 500 is like even if there's competition, you should be getting 500 an hour. No problem. So like 100 an hour is just weird.
You know more of the math than I do. I mean, I generally don't pay attention to those gold per hour stuff because I'm not like a real math person.
Okay.
But I can at least see if a farming spot isn't working for me, I'll usually go to a different one because I don't like wasting my time.
Yeah.
So if I need to look for other places, I mean, I was looking at your video that you did about the like all of the mining spots and everything, and I mean that little Y spot. Let's see if I jump back to.
Yep.
Isles, Argus.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, like this little spot in the Antoran Wastes. It actually had worked for what it was, and it wasn't. I would probably have like people snipe a couple of basilisk kills from me, but it wasn't like super annoying by any means. So I mean, I think the last time I had tried this, when I turned all of that Imperium into the gems, it probably took me 2-3 hours to get a full stack. How long would you normally take to like actually get 1,000?
It's about an hour.
About an hour, huh?
With competition, it'd take like 2 hours.
Then
But,
I guess that tells me that I'm not doing it efficiently enough then.
yeah. There's something going on. Like you're not server hopping fast enough, or like maybe make sure you've always got Darkmoon Firewater rolling. That helps out a surprising amount. It stops you from getting sniped, pretty much.
Yeah, so sniping for me isn't necessarily a big deal. Darkmoon.
Yeah, it like none of this stuff is a big deal, but it adds up, and as you can see, like I mean, the least I've gotten is 780 an hour at one of the spots, and I don't remember the most. It was
the Darkmoon stuff good. is like super cheap stuff from the Darkmoon Fair.
Yeah, it is Darkmoon. Here, I'll put this on my screen, do a little hover over. So Darkmoon Firewater, it sells for 5 to 30 gold, and it cuts the cast time of any gathering ability by 50%. So rather than spending 3 seconds each time you mine something, you spend a second and a half.
Gotcha. I'll notepad. Where's the notepad? Come on.
Yeah.
Notepad. Okay. Get Darkmoon Firewater for.
Oh my gosh, our notepad game is on point. There's 2 notepads on the screen right now. So hyped.
Because it's hot. Okay, Darkmoon Firewater. And Here's a tip for anybody doing projects: make sure to save your stuff. There have been so many times that I've had to do a machinimated Overwatch game, and like I'd have to jump back a bunch. Not fun. Tips from Reckles. So, fun side tangent. I don't like doing like just a standard playthrough of Overwatch. I do it where 3 of my WoW characters are actually playing Overwatch, and we're just commenting on it. My name is Asmon Darius, and I am Kabathaka. So, yeah.
You've got...
Yeah. Okay. So I got that. And I believe we just had the Darkmoon Fair, so I guess I'll have to wait a month to actually get that.
No, you can just buy it off the auction house.
Oh, yeah. That thing we were using.
Yeah, you just like any gathering tune should just always have a stack of Darkmoon Firewater on your bags.
And now that I'm thinking about it too, I'm looking at the trading house in the Wad Garrison. Would it be worth it to actually farm up the mats to actually get the auction house robot, or has that changed at all?
If you want, sure. I think you can just buy the modules, but yeah. If you wanna farm them up, I mean, it's the amount of time it takes to farm it is the same as it used to be, but they're generally like prices on the modules are much cheaper. So, like, if buy what you can.
Because I seem to remember one of the modules drops from the PvP zone of Ashran. From like some of the mobs there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so okay. Let me take a quick look at my mining again, just so I remember it. Okay, Empyrean Deposit 2, Empyrean Seam 1, and Living Felslate 3. I guess I didn't get the concept of the 1, 2, and the 3 ranks until much later, so I'm sort of making up for lost time here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. The biggest thing is to get just run around until you get Imperium 2, so you can start getting it's actually super easy to level up Imperium now. Like, the most I've heard is 150. 150, or it took me 5 nodes to get rank 3.
And that wasn't actually on the basilisks.
No, that's only on, but it buffs the basilisks, and you get primal Sargerite from them. But yeah, if you go out here, you farm them, you get gems, you get ore, you'll be good to go. So where do you farm Lightweave Cloth? Do you have any preferences for that?
Nowhere in particular, only because I don't know of like the best spots to actually farm Lightweave.
Okay. Well, I have a super secret spot that I haven't even made a video for yet.
I do like super secret spots.
So let me do that. Let me get a hearth to the Dwarven district. What is this nonsense? Why is my hearth not the Vindicar?
And hi to Geotris in my chat, and to the other 4 or 5 mystery people in my chat too. Welcome to the show.
Hello. We're making gold.
To exploit 3D, Geostris, and Raster 37. Those are some leet names. Yeah,
you're such a huge nerd, and I absolutely love it.
Nerd!
It's fantastic.
I grew up in the era of Oxhorn and
oh yeah,
Nim, Oxhorn, Nim, Cranius, and I'm really inspired by Oxhorn, and here's a bit of a teaser. He had a a very short series out called the Dynamic Action Team. I have a series planned called Dynamic Return, where my 3 characters who played Overwatch will essentially go and rescue them. And I'm still hashing out all the details. And we're going to jump from WoW to Team Fortress 2 to, I think, Diablo, and then the first stage of Left 4 Dead. I'm still figuring that out. Quit hashing me. And then, like, the last one, I'm going to have them, like, jump into my actual living room and, like, have it be, like, super meta and stuff.
Okay.
And then have it be, like, its own spin-off thing where my characters jump into like, say, Pikmin 3 and then, like, Overwatch, and try to figure out, like, some stuff there. And thing 2, in the Hollywood map I have that green screen. That's, like, the best green screen you could have.
Oh, yeah.
Sans the lighting. Because, like, I tried to actually do some of the green screening there, but it's really bad. But, like, imagine...
It's not quite contrasty enough. Like, it's close.
Yeah, and like, imagine when you go into the hero gallery when you're on the Hollywood map, instead of, like, going to just the cowboy setting, what if it actually went to the green screen instead? So, like, when you see Lucio doing, like, his superhero punch thing, you could actually green screen the stage out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to ramble a bit, so
you're right, and I love that they put that in there, and it's just not quite good enough. So you gotta, like, download extra stuff and meh.
Okay, so do you still want me on my warrior, or should I hop back to Green the Monk?
Let's, you know what? Since you know where to go for mining, let's figure out tailoring. Yeah.
Since I know where to go for mining.
Tailor.
Okay. Since I know where to go for mining, let's do some tailoring. Sound logic.
Yep.
Okay. Switch. Switch. Durotan. So there's my paladin and my priest. So because I have 2 accounts, I took both my warrior and my priest, and I pocket healed my warrior through Suramar. Even then, going through Suramar was super, super tough. A surprise! What are you hiding? Something's not quite right.
And I'm dead.
Exactly.
Well, it's pretty easy. Like, if you just play on the Broken Shore, if you just, like, do some of the gear world quests on, not the Broken Shore, on Argus, and, like, every week do a couple of the gear quests, and then do the invasions and the greater invasion, you're good at, like, the greater invasions drop 930 gear. So if you just do that every week, like, it won't be long before you're 920 and have a couple legendaries on every tune, and, like, you don't have to run LFR every day in order to do that.
Interesting note, though, I did run LFR a bit for those the corrupted augment rune thingies. Packs just in there. Come on, get out of the way, Addy bags. And what I'm planning on doing is getting all my artifacts on all of my characters, and I'm even leveling a rogue for that 5,000 gold quest.
Okay.
I feel like there is so much content in Legion that I feel like I have to have a character of every single class, so I'm getting, like, all the content. So I'm gonna get all of those characters, get all the artifacts, and then get them to 110 as quickly as possible, and get them into Argus as quickly as possible, so I can get those gold farming quests up in the order halls, and then also just get as much gold as I can from the followers that have the gold grabby stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, Taylor.
That's a lot of work. I admire your dedication. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't manage all that.
I get perpetually bored sometimes. Present company excluded, of course. Sometimes I'll be watching Good Mythical Morning on my iPad, or at least I'll be having something running on Netflix in the background. I have to have at least 3 screens up. So yeah. Okay, I'm on my Taylor now.
Okay, so come on over to the Shadow Guard incursion in Macquarie. We're 2 healers. Oh no.
I actually haven't been to Argus yet on anyone but my warrior. So let me actually jump back over to my warrior. If you show me where that is, I know I can actually find it.
Okay.
So you can pocket heal me.
Okay.
Medic. I say, Reckles, this is a novel idea indeed.
Dude, this spot is so novel, you don't even know. Oh my gosh.
This spot is so novel, it's spilling its table of contents everywhere.
Wait. My loading screen, his loading screen, my loading screen, his loading screen. Oh my gosh, this stream is so interesting.
Okay.
All right, tailoring.
Enjoy the thing that is another loading screen.
Oh wow. Oh, it's so interesting. All right, Imperium. What did you call it? The Kool-Aid? Green Kool-Aid?
Well, I called it Gatorade.
Gatorade. There we go. Yeah, I like that.
Technically, Gatorade's not an in-character thing. It's called Fel for a reason. Yeah.
We're going to Macquarie. For that, Astral Glory, you just run around, and leather, there are a bunch of spots you can farm. Do you know where to farm leather?
Yes. It's that spot by the Cockrell place that's like off to the east a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't gotten my skinning up yet, but fun side note, I did get that mother's skinning knife.
Ah, yes.
So I do like lazy farming when I can get to it. And interestingly enough, that mother's skinning knife is a reference of Principal Skinner's and his mother from The Simpsons.
Oh. Okay.
Mother. Yeah, my family grew up on The Simpsons. Like, our family had a rule that we couldn't watch TV on Sundays till after 7, just so for personal purposes and everything. Come on, stop staying in place. And we would like wait with bated breath for the next episode of The Simpsons to come out. So like, I could probably quote a bunch of those episodes by heart if I wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'm in guild on my Demon Hunter with Thist of Lagging Balls, and Thist is a massive Simpsons nerd. Like, she has competed in like Simpsons trivia competitions where there are like there's actually prize money involved.
Lucky.
And like I'll mention something. It's actually really interesting. I'll make a reference or I'll just say something and I won't realize that it's a Simpsons quote. Like, what was one? I hurt myself and I just went like, ow, 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 ow. And she laughed and told me what episode that was from, and it was when the Principal Skinner's boss like got hit by the tractor, like when Bart ran the tractor into his butt.
Yeah, and got expelled.
Yeah. It blows me away how much something like that, like Conan O'Brien was just making silly jokes with his other writing room friends, and they ended up creating something that's just part of the culture now. Love it.
I see where you are, and I actually did the 7.3 invasion thing. So interestingly enough, that you mentioned Conan O'Brien. You know how he does his little segment of fan corrections,
Right.
and it really bugs me how like he says that hundreds of challengers, not one winner. And like I get how it's supposed to be like a tongue-in-cheek thing, like he's sort of half making fun of the people that are like sending in those suggestions and stuff. But like I want to do something that like that my thing that I notice is him saying 100 challengers, not one winner. But like I need to do it in such a way that it references him specifically, but not like I get like 100 haters in my channel. Like, why'd you have to ruin like a really good thing? But I like to call that my project, Red-Haired Maestro.
Oh,
And like,
okay.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Maestro. Alliteration. Okay, I see your white dot there. No,
I removed all my threat. Why are you still attacking me? I faded out. Is my order hall guy? Is that?
where are you?
Fine. Let's kill you.
That's a warlock.
Okay.
All
right.
right. There you are. I will take all the things.
Oh, there you are. I see you.
I gotta love my whirlwind. No, I want to fight. Don't you do that holy grasp thing on me.
There we go. We got it. Oh, wait. I gotta loot. Oh. Okay. So, this spot is pretty nuts, and I will be doing a video on it, but you get to see it first.
Yay!
Before it gets stupidly too popular. No one's... I can't... All right. Oh, I've only been here on my Demon Hunter.
And apparently I can't heroic leap up there.
There's not a path available. I just want you to know.
I just noticed that. Why can't the warrior cross the road? Because there's no path available.
Hated. I hate my. I'm a warrior main. Except I'm a Demon Hunter main now because it's the same thing. Okay, so we are going to jump up. We're gonna jump up here, and then we're gonna go across.
Yeah, I'm usually not the biggest fan of farming mounts because I feel like I'm just that guy that has like the I gotcha whirlwind, low blade storm. I generally don't like being that guy that has like a bunch of fancy cars in his garage. Knowledge that sort of thing. So
we pulled too. Wait, hold on. I have to try hard real quick.
Okay, mental
so
notes.
You just died.
I'm still alive.
Yep,
okay, now I'm dead.
Yep. No, you died and.
Okay, you're probably seeing something quicker than I was because I don't go down to the last man standing.
Kite. We're kiting. Okay.
This is the worst farming thing ever. Why'd you have to? And I actually had the Fellheart Bond Frayed thing up, so apparently that saved me.
Yeah, so that's what it was that procced. That like your health hit 0 and then you were at full health. And I was like, okay. Oh, that's what we can use. I've got my Lightforged Warframe.
Oh.
I always forget about that.
Oh yeah, that thing. And I'll form the Lightforged Warframe. So what I was saying here is that I'm generally not a fan of just getting mounts and stuff because there's no utility behind them. So I usually like to go with the Touring Rocket from the Refer a Friend, the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth back in from Wrath and the Grand Expedition Yak for mogging purposes. Oh, and before I forget here too, protection tank activate. There we go.
Okay. So yeah, the goal is there. Here, I'll put some markers down. So we've got wait, my screen. We've got these guys over here. There are some other guys way over there at Star, and you just round up, and then there are some other guys up on the steps, and you can just round up all of these groups and get back to blue and just AoE them down, but they freaking hurt.
Science and work.
Yeah, so you're gonna need. We'll just bring these 3 packs to right here and your tank, so you should definitely survive, and I don't see how you could possibly die. So yeah, let's try that.
So just Benny Hill them all back to that spot then.
Yeah. Get these 3 and these over here. I'll.
Hey.
Yeah, and then onto blue, and that should be enough. That should be enough for now.
All right.
I'm silenced. I'm dead.
But why?
Have fun.
Thanks a lot. This is the worst ever.
No,
Ignore pain. And I'm dead.
Okay. So we need some gear. But I farmed it on my Demon Hunter, and I was able to. It was sketchy, but it was doable. So get a little bit more gear on your warrior's 891, right?
890.
Okay. Yeah, so get him up to do the greater invasions, get a little bit of gear, get him up to 910, and then you'll be able to do smaller pulls and survive.
And legendaries are possible of dropping out here, like in the greater invasions or just in general.
Yes, I have gotten a legendary from an invasion. So yeah, it counts, and all the chests, all that.
Okay, this oh. Thank you, Macro.
I saved you.
Yay. Though I must comment on the name of Reckles.
Get it? Get it? Because it's like my name.
It's like Wreck Gal.
Yeah.
I always like the concept of the word gal because it implies that girl's like a really classy person. Ooh, we got company. Okay. Though I usually am more of a DPS, I will tank, I will improvise like Mr. Smite, which you used to see every Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You're taking, no damage from these guys. This is great.
Which I'm supposed to do. Incidentally enough, anybody watching my stream, do you hear Reckless actually talking on my side? Because I want to make sure this comes through at least for the VOD. I think I have 37, 38 light cloth actually saved up.
So the other main place, there are these Corcoran miners over on so this is the spot. This eventually will be the best spot to farm cloth, but everyone's just a little undergeared right now, so it's fine. But I'm not saying you my Demon Hunter is pretty OP geared, and it sucked. It sucked. I had to press all of my buttons.
Like I'm doing now. Button press, button press, button press.
So many buttons.
Butt on, butt off.
I pressed another button. There, I saved you.
I
Thank
just
goodness
noticed.
I saved you.
Well, thanks for looting the stuff first. Roll greed much.
Okay, so that's this, and then so we're spending so much time on just like farm all the materials, but I just want to make sure you know where to go and what to do, and the petrified forest is a good place for leather. There are other places if you got a lot of competition there, but you're fine. You can also go to the wait. Let me get dual screens up. Um, in Crocoon, you know where the cat boss spawns?
Let's see. Cocoon. I didn't know there was a cat boss.
Just south of the Greater Invasion Point on your map.
Okay.
Just south of there, that like open area right there.
Like
yeah,
okay.
that there are a bunch of cats all around that don't have any health and they don't hit very hard. There's just a rare that spawns there, and the rare drops them out.
Now, I'm actually glad you brought that up, because I know you can sell mounts on the auction house, right?
Some mounts, yes.
Some, okay. Because it's not like you put a pet into a cage and then put it on the auction house. So, I guess that mount is essentially BOE, and then or would those sort of mounts well, I guess that's a dumb question, but I guess it's just a thing of if the mount drops, I could just put it directly on the auction house as a BOE. No.
When you like 95% of mounts are BOP. Most of them you can't sell them on the auction house, but you can if they're like TCG mounts, you can I'm struggling to think of a mount that isn't a TCG mount that you can sell on the like the crafted mounts, like the Vial of the Sands and
I had
the rocket and flying carpet.
I had actually sort of prepped getting the jewel crafting mounts that are the Voltron mounts in anticipation of this actual stream.
Okay.
So, and I actually learned a fun tip too. I wasn't sure if this was from you or from someone else, that instead of prospecting the ghost iron, prospecting kyperite.
Yep. Either works. Ghost iron has just been so expensive recently that like the prospecting rates are the same. So use whatever's cheapest.
So what I had done, like, it was either last night or the night before, I went on this person on Dreyfus and my paladin Melquiades and and apparently now I have sparkle shoes. Thank you, Levitate. So I
oh my gosh, you're so sparkly.
Sparkles. I went around the farming spot around Half Hill, and what I did, using my touring mount, I would farm up ghost iron with both tunes using the mist piercing goggles, and that wouldn't be possible with how ore worked in the past, but now that they're instanced to the player, not just one per, I can actually do that, like doubling my ore production, like on one realm, or splitting it between two realms if I needed it on like two. Okay, so come over here, do the thing, put up a bunch of shields.
Yeah, and it take just as a reference, to make one sky golem, it takes 1,480 ore.
Or what?
Or you don't get a sky golem.
I can just imagine us doing like the finger gun point and like that sort of SpongeBob face.
Oh, I got a cat on me. Help!
I'm the worst
help.
take ever. I got it. Get over here. So
the next thing, okay. So like we're still on the phase of like get 1,000 of each thing.
Mm-hmm.
So beyond that, I want you to like pick a profession, and like this week, by the end of this week, try to get 1,000 of each thing up. You may need to get mining. You'll need to get your tunes out here in Argus, but it like the daily quests make, if you don't mind farming,
Mm-hmm.
it's the most efficient way to make gold right now, because like once a week you can sell as much ore as you want for 150 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
Once a week you can sell as much cloth as you want for oddly 150 gold each. Like, why is cloth selling for 150 gold each?
Mm-hmm.
Because people will buy it. Like when they want to get that rep, and the prices are going to go down. You'll need to adjust. Like if it as more and more people get exalted, prices are going to go down.
Yeah, so with me actually being an improviser, I know when to actually roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to necessarily be, why are you still selling Imperium 2 expansions later? So
yeah, because like Imperium will sell. Like, look at Ghost Iron ore, it's fine. But the next thing is like pick a profession. I vote that since you've already got this guy up, and you've probably got him a little bit of rep with all the Argus stuff, like you can get out here to Makari.
I'm almost half tempted to call it McDonald's.
Oh yeah, McNamara. Wait, I can see your thing. Okay, Argusian Reach, you're honored. Army of the Light, you're revered already. Cool. Okay, yeah. So get all the profession stuff you can. Get rank 2, and
I know I have the chest plate already. The Imperial breastplate.
Okay. And next rank 2 from Vindicator Jelena. Let's go get that.
Okay. All right. And we hearth. Oh. Is it possible to change the Dalaran Hearthstone, or are you just using the standard white Hearthstone?
I'm just using the standard one. I normally have it set to Panda Portal Palace, but I just put it to the Vindicar for now, because it's a pain to go to places like that, like way up north in a hard to get to spot of Makari, and then like I don't want to run all the way back to.
Okay. And I'm actually, if you notice, my guild is named Sin. That has a bit of a story to it, because that was actually a raiding guild back way back in Burning Crusade days. That guild sort of went through a bit of some drama, and I sort of inherited it. And I tried to run like fun events so I could get people geared up for the Gruul fight and the Karazhan fights and stuff, but like the guild fell apart, and I just decided to move the guild onto my bank tune. And then after Mists, I sort of lost my taste for raiding outside of like LFR stuff. So it occurred to me, why not actually just put all of my tunes into it. So I actually have access to about 6 or 7 bank tunes, and I've been using the bank tune to store a bunch of my stuff. Let's see, what was it? The name was
Breastplate.
Well, I know the breastplate, but the name of the person, Jelena. Okay, so it's this person. Uh, where where's the rest?
Oh, there. It's on the first page, but it's on the first page, but it's red for you. Does it require exalted?
I think it's because I just don't know it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that I think that was just an add-on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There we go. Imperial Breastplate Star 2. Yep.
Okay, so have 2 of those up on the auction house at all times.
Okay. Notepad.
2, and I'd say like have 2 of every. So week 1, we're just working on getting 1,000 things up and kind of feeling out your market of like how often you need to go out and restock. Like, oh, a lot of stuff sold. Cool. I don't really want to go out and farm every day, or maybe like it didn't sell even though the World Quest was up, so I need to lower my prices. So you're going to have to do one of those 2 things. And then week 2, I want you to start doing your crafting everything profitable from Legion for blacksmithing.
Okay. All right. So, Garathi Worldbreaker, I take it that's it. Oh, I am not reading today. It's a drop. Okay.
I think that's in the new raid.
Okay.
Let me make sure. And Taurus, yeah, that's the first boss in the new raid. So you'll be able to get that week 1, or week 2. Either week 1 if you find a normal group, or week 2 if you want to do LFR.
Okay. What else? Yeah, I was a little bit late to the party with Rethu's Incessant Courage, because apparently you can make like 100k from that.
Mm-hmm.
I take it that's going to be like one of those niche items for people that still raid like Broken Shore stuff.
Well, it'll sell you. Yeah, do Broken Shore stuff and farm it. Farm up the materials for that, because as soon as the new raid opens up, you can just craft an eye level 1,000 Rethu's Incessant Courage. And week 1, like the first week that you'll be able to do that, those will sell really well. So that's just kind of a niche thing. But like, even like I am still selling the BS like eye level 735 stuff. Like Silkweave Hood and like Laystone Greaves and
I imagine that even if we were doing this like before 7.3 dropped, I'd imagine that like you'd be saying get all of the Argus things and stuff.
Yeah, like Argus. The moral of the story here is like you're fine farming. Like, if I were to put this in one sentence, you're fine farming transmog, so keep farming transmog, get used to posting and cancel scanning once a day, and do current content stuff, do it more, keep it up. If you don't know what that is, here's what that means. Current content stuff means 1,000 of each of the current content mats and crafting 2 of everything profitable.
Do tailors still get that thing where Argosian cloth is going to drop extra, like with Frostweave?
Yep.
Okay.
It's they made Northrend Imperium Northrend cloth scavenging in Warlords. They turned it into just cloth scavenging, and so it works for every cloth now, and it's a 50% boost, up from a 35% boost.
So let's see. All right, so we have that light weave place we just went to. What else was I gonna ask? I think with the whole Zul'Farrak stuff, is there a certain group I should or like a certain Shera's pastebin group that I should look for that, or would it just be a thing of just getting a transmog thing like paste and copied from pastebin?
In my TSM setup, I have all the I have a pastebin with all the level 15 to 58 stuff that you need.
And, okay.
But it's like the transmog pastebin is pretty much you go to Wowhead and you search for all armor eye level 15 to 58. Like that's there's your transmog list. It's everything from vanilla.
Okay. Because like maybe it's just me overthinking things, because like I tried to put up Legion BOEs and stuff, and like seeing is this item that's worth 50 gold gonna actually sell, or just is it posting at the right price?
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do for that. Go open TSM.
Okay.
We're gonna just make
actually let me jump back to Green the Monk then. So let's keep it as concise.
Okay. Actually, no. Go stay on your warrior. I wanna get blacksmithing set up here.
Okay. I'm not used to actually setting up TSM a lot on characters outside of the bank tune.
No, it's fine. So I don't want to mess up anything that you have. Like Shira's and my strategy will conflict. So go to
TSM
options. The second tab at the top.
Options. Okay.
Profiles. And then make a new profile called "Want to Buy Gold is Best." Oh,
just kidding.
That's a good name for a profile, though.
It's way too long. I'm gonna call it "Want to Buy Silver."
There you go. I like it. Okay, so go to existing profiles and make sure you are on that.
I just have default.
Okay, cool. So you're on it. Let's go over to groups just to make sure.
Groups
at the top.
Okay.
Hey, it's clean. Look how nice and pretty and clean that is. Empty. Okay, so go to open up your blacksmithing. Profession by pressing K.
Okay.
And click the little TSM button at the top left.
And TSM groups create a profession group.
Yep.
I like to think I'm learning something. You don't have groups. Type TSM. Set up TSM groups. That should automatically populate it, shouldn't it? Oh, wait. Close it out. Let's pull it back up. No, that didn't give me the auto create thing. Clear that off.
Let's try it one more time now that you cleared your queue.
Okay. TSM group.
What? What do you...
Interesting.
All right. I have never seen that before. What is this magic?
Hold on. Reload.
And I do lots of new profiles too. All right. So what we're gonna be doing, I just want like two operations for you, because you said you overthink things, and I don't want you to post everything in the world, and I just want you to have transmog and Argus mats, and I want you to craft blacksmithing stuff, and then that'll be 2 weeks, and you can check back in, and you'd be like, hey, here's how many hundreds of thousands of gold I made. It was more and or less than I was expecting. and here are the difficulties. And so you check back in, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I remember you showing me about the whole create profession groups thing. I'll just do it manual. DSM groups.
Oh, there we.
Okay.
What?
Apparently it did it.
Cool.
Okay.
So go to crafts.
Crafts.
And go to management and make a subgroup called Legion.
Subgroup Legion. Okay.
And just go through and click everything that you just immediately identify as being a Legion thing.
Well, that's a tall order. So I can't do that with Bloods. Defiled Augment Root should be that.
And not Legion, like blacksmithing craftables. Like Laystone Hoofplate.
Ores. Okay.
Yeah, like...
Okay.
The Imperium breastplate, like just Demon Steel. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's Demon Steel.
Set up Legion BS stuff in subgroup. Okay, I doubt that's probably something I'll be able to figure out like within the confines of this, but
right now it's right there. Demon Steel arm guards, Demon Steel boots, Demon Steel breastplate. Click those things.
One of these days I'll. Okay, Demon Steel. Okay. Are Demon Steel arm guards still used for stuff outside of just general gearing?
Oh no, like it's not used for the Obliterum Forge.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's scroll down and find more stuff. Brilliant Serenite. No.
Now, is this just common stuff that because I thought this stuff here was in my bag.
It's everything that's in the craft groups plus everything that's in your bags.
Okay. Crafted dark iron.
There's another demon. There's a couple Demon Steel things.
The stirrups and the waist guard. Okay. Demon Steel stirrups actually did sell pretty well.
What are some of the other? You could search for Laystone.
Laystone. Add all the things.
Imperium.
Titan Steel. Oh. I thought Titan Steel was like a WAD thing.
It found tempered.
Oh.
So you can just clear selection and just click on the first one. That's the fastest way to do that.
Okay.
There we go. That's good enough. We'll get you can get through the rest later. But now go to operations.
Okay.
And we'll give this a crafting operation.
Crafting. Override module operations.
Yep.
Okay. Create new operation.
1 or 2 profitable.
I think I did actually make a 2 profitable one, but it's probably on Green the Monk then. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Max restock quantity 2.
Okay.
And then for minimum profit, do 10% crafting plus 10 gold.
10%. $10 sign. 10. Stop it. 10% crafting. Does that need a space?
Yeah.
It's like you know what you're doing. 10% crafting.
Plus 10G.
Like that?
Yeah, let's hit OK and see if it works. Hey, it did its magic.
All right.
Okay, and then, so close that down. And open up blacksmithing again.
Right.
And go to TSM groups.
There it is.
And deselect all that. Just click the Legion stuff.
Legion.
And restock. Let's see if this works. There we go.
I see.
So, get all that crafted, send it to your tune, and this is, once fill out the Legion groups, get all that stuff in, and just go through item by item if you need to. It just take a little while.
Okay, and so this would essentially be anything that's craftable in Legion, or
Yep.
anything blacksmithing that can be crafted. And so then TSM does its magic, finds what's profitable, and I just craft all the things then.
Yeah, you just hit craft next. So you've got the materials to make. There's an anvil down at the bottom. Here, can I life grip you? I think we're phased.
Actually, I can do one better. I have a thermal anvil. Efficiency.
You're such a good blacksmith. Look at that. Carrying around an anvil in your back pocket.
I have this idea for a comedy segment that looks at both the bags and the refrigeration unit and the cooking bags and stuff. I can fit an anvil into this, but why won't this anvil go into this thing? With the
that bag's for herbs. It'll singe the herbs.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I've never thought about this. No.
It's sort of this thing the Machinimator, Slightly Impressive, sort of pointed out that in Anduin's throne room that there are windows inside of the throne room, but if you look outside, there are no windows. I sort of want to play around with that idea a little bit too. Okay, let's see. So I crafted some laystone greaves and laystone boots.
Crafting and auctioning.
And I believe I have a lot of boss. I have a lot of Bloods of Sargeras actually saved, so I can actually flip them into storm scale or ores if I need to. And incidentally, I had been using that Blood Trader website you told the other person.
Okay, yeah.
And I did make a little bit of gold from that too, incidentally.
Cool.
So getting all of this stuff for what it is I know should be super easy for me.
Yeah, and you know where to go for fell slate and lystone, or do you just buy that off the auction house?
I can actually farm it up fairly easy. I know that there's that place in northwestern Suramar that's by one of those world quests where you have to save the kitties from that ogre thing. And
okay.
There was a bunch of stuff you can farm there. I can get
okay.
I can get those items fairly quickly.
Okay, cool. And yeah, the materials are pretty easy to farm up, and it just you may need to go out to High Mountain to make some demon steel bars or whatever. Do you still need to go out there? I haven't been on my blacksmith in forever.
I wasn't necessarily making a bunch of demon steel bars, but I can. Let's make that the next.
I mean, it's whatever. But I mean, I know it's silly, but you just aren't in the routine of crafting everything profitable with a profession and then posting it up on the auction house. That was a cool screenshot. Like that.
Yeah,
that's my goal with this. I want you to get into that habit. And then you can choose to do it or not do it, but the first thing you see when you log in is your bank tune. So you log in, you repost it, and 60 seconds later you're done. And oh, that's what we need. Auctioning operations. So open Legion up again.
Okay, so do I go to options or groups?
Groups.
Groups, okay.
And then Legion, and then operations, and then override their screen. And create a new one.
Okay.
And this we will call it 2 times normal.
Okay, normal. And yes, okay.
So post, subtab post, and let's do stack size of 1, post cap of 2.
Post cap of 2, okay.
And then minimum price, we want it to be min 50% DB market.
Okay.
Or sorry, 50 min open parentheses 50% DB market.
Open parentheses 50%
Space.
Always the space.
you and your kids with your shenanigans and your always a space. Comma crafting.
Crafting.
Close paren. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna say like the cheapest I want to sell something at is 50% DB market, and I never want to lose money on it.
Okay.
So if it's selling for 5 gold and it costs me 100 gold to make it, it's just not going to post it. Maximum price, let's go 150 to 200% of DB market, whichever you feel more comfortable with.
Okay, 200%, and do I just do like this, or do I do this thing?
No.
Okay, 200% DB market.
And then normal price, 100% DB market.
100% DB market. Okay.
And then undercut by 1 copper and bid percent, I want you to put that at 94%.
94. And that's like the discount thing you were talking about?
It's that there are other add-ons that have the bid percent at 95%.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you do 94%, the normal auction house window sorts by bids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then we apply that. Make sure you applied that to the group, and that's it. You're done. The arcane crystal up at the top. Top tab, groups.
And, okay, Legion, operations.
There we go. It's all applied.
Okay. To normal. Okay.
So now when you send those to, and you can also create a mailing operation to mail it to your dude. We're not going to do that. I'm not worried about that. You can go, yeah, in fact, let's do
so
that.
That was options, mailing, and then just, I thought there was like a thing where like.
Oh no, that's it's operations.
Oh, it's in the
mailing.
operation.
So,
okay. Oh, it's down. Where? Oh, okay, there it is. So create new operation. I'll just call it send to bank alt for now. Target player. Okay, and here's where and please make sure to spell the name correctly. So, okay, I can do that later.
You're only going to be making 2, so you're fine.
Okay, I think I'm fine there for now.
Okay, yeah, I've got that set up in homework. Wait, which screen am I on? There we go. I've got that set up in homework for you to do.
I love the fact that I've graduated from college and I can use. You're gonna do some homework now as sort of like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Yeah. But I mean, I know I feel like I'm not giving you a whole. I feel like I'm not giving you a whole lot, but like this is from what I've seen from like you aren't taking advantage of how much gold you can make with current content stuff. You like doing old school stuff. You're comfortable with that, but do current content stuff first,
Mm-hmm.
and then add on, like, you want to do all the raw mat stuff first. You want to craft 2 of everything profitable. If you can farm up the raw mats, great. And then add on transmog. And add on all the other stuff that gives you
Makes
a little
sense.
bit more stuff. But you're not going to sell the transmog if you're not used to posting every day. If you're not used to doing a cancel scan every day, you're not going to make gold with transmog, because you need to have transmog up all the time.
Ah.
So that's why I'm like harping on you, like, no, like, even if you need to do something like changing the ordering on your main screen, like, do it, because you aren't on your bank tunes enough.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
like little tweaks. You know what to do. You know more about WoW than I do. But do it. How can I help you to do it?
Yeah.
Click the button.
I mean, I think for what it is you've given me already, I can focus the majority of my time on getting the 1,000 of everything, and like see if I can figure out a way to mine the Imperium a lot quicker. I think the only thing that's holding me back right now is all of my alts that I have, like, that are still at level 100, but I can definitely flip that into the order hall missions and all that stuff, and then that should actually allow me to at least get to that point.
Oh yeah. And like, this is just my recommendation. Like, if you just want to focus on getting only 1,000 Imperium and then crafting everything, that's fine. Just be the blacksmith miner guy and like get good at that, and then work on another tune later whenever you have time. Like, dude, this is fine. And then like every week expand out into a new market. Like, okay, I know how to craft everything profitable of blacksmithing. Next week I'm gonna branch out into my alchemist. Alchemy got shafted on Argus. Like, alchemy got, oh cool, I can see all the demons on my mini map. Woo. So that's, I think we're gonna, I think this is like a good stopping point. And like, okay, if you've got me on the friends list, so like throughout the course of the week, if you need any help, come at me and let me know.
Gotcha.
And we'll do some farming together, or I can help you. But like that, okay. The other thing, you've got Shira's TSM set up, right?
I know where to find it. I think it may be a little bit mixed up on my Wormrest side, but I can always. I remember the advice you gave about the controversial delete everything and start over. So I'm not opposed to actually just wiping everything and starting again if I need. And I mean,
like, yeah, and what you have now, the one, like, you have everything into a subgroup for Legion, and you have one operation. That's all you need. That's the only, like, nothing else matters. You're fine with that. As you saw, you click the button, it told you a bunch of stuff to craft. I think it was like 200,000 gold profit just from those 10 things.
Yeah, and I think sort of long term, I wanted to be able. I saw a bunch of your videos about what you did with inscription and with the glyphs and stuff. Eventually, I wanted to be able to do that with like all of the professions, or at least all of the, I guess, profitable professions. So, I was trying to follow your guide about doing all that roseate stuff and all of that custom price stuff, and I tried putting in all of that fancy math and everything, but like it zeroed it out to zero copper. I mean, I'd have to actually watch the thing to follow it. Do you normally set up TSM per the actual character itself, or do you normally stay on bank tunes?
I do it on each character, because then I can open up their profession, and I can cross-check the profession with other things if I need to craft something or mine something or do anything like that in order to get it. more easily without having to look up everything on Wowhead and import things from there. Like I do it like that, and it just gets me like kind of on the like I am. You know how your attitude changes depending on who you're logged into.
Yeah.
Like it gets me into the attitude of like, oh, I'm on my priest now. How do I feel when I'm on my priest? This is how I want to craft on my priest. I go a little nerdy with it, but
Okay, well, I think that homework itself does at least give me some sort of launching pad to at least start with. I'll go spend some time at that the light weave place and give that a try. One thing I keep forgetting to ask, is there a set rotation for those dailies, or is it just a random thing?
I don't know. I wish I did. I need to do some homework on that. It would be most of the time, most of the other quests similar to that. Like it's very similar to the ore trader and the herb trader in the garrisons. And that was on a set rotation. But I don't know. But if you just get into the habit of posting it up anyway, that's a good. I'm gonna training their screen. Let's get that scene up. Yeah. Look at Azeroth in the background. It's so pretty.
So that's where the mists from Mists of Pandaria came from. I'd say I could see my house from here, but I'd obviously be lying. But
you just gotta jump and you'll make it.
Heroic leap.
That would be
most
quite
heroic leap ever.
Okay, so thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to Dreyfus, Zano, and how can people get a hold of you and come watch your shows?
So first off, I have my YouTube channel of Dreyfus Zano, where I'm in the process of getting started uploading content and everything. I am at about 130 subs strong right now. So
woo! Congrats on 100, passing 100
at least. So I'm wanting to get to the point of getting at least 1,000 subs right now, so I can at least unlock Super Chat. But I've got YouTube there. I'm on Twitter at Dreyfus Zano. I'm on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dreyfus Zano. And I host my family-friendly improv show called Mr. Smite's Improv every Friday and Saturday at the SI7 building on the main floor. When the Dark Moon Fair comes into town, we'll usually perform at the ETC stage because I want to bring the Horde and the Alliance together. And not have to worry about guards attacking either faction. And one of my other cast members by the name of Lamb is starting up an improv show called Rapture Improv, I believe in Silvermoon, which I'm going to try to catch. And I have another goblin character that I'm going to be on there. And I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/Dreyfus Zano because I essentially want to entertain people full time where I'm machinimating videos throughout the week, Overwatch and whatever, and then improvising on the weekends. So if we've entertained you here tonight, please consider a donation at patreon.com/Dreyfus Zano, and of course patreon.com/Reckles because he's awesome.
It's /WTBGold, but yeah, same thing.
Well,
Same
now I'm just totally embarrassed and I'm going home in shame.
Okay, thank you to everyone for watching. Farewell.
Oh, and but before we close out here too, Reckles, okay. I still have that email from you about building your Reckles character in the white armor and everything. So that's sort of going to be my additional homework. But also, I wanted to offer you a personal invitation to my show tonight and for future streams, so you can be my special guest there tonight.
Okay, that sounds like fun. Let's do it. I will tentatively. We're moving, and my grandfather's. We're putting him in a home, and we've got a hurricane stuff. So like everything is up in the air. Yeah. But yes, I will give you a tentative yes.
So I didn't want to necessarily be too pushy about getting this all set up because of what happened with the hurricanes and everything. But at the very least here, you have an open invitation, or at the very least, I do run a family-friendly thing, so try to be careful with the swearing and everything. But feel free to join us here and bring your 50,000 subscribers with you too.
Yes. I'm at 50. Neat.
Or sorry, 47,000.
Yes.
I was rounding up.
That's the key. That's the key to success on YouTube. Always round up.
Now I have that diamond play button.
Woo! Yeah, round up to the nearest million. All right. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to Dreyfus, and have a great day. Happy gold making, guys.
All right, and until next time, I tip my hat to you all. Be you, be yourself.